I'm going to show you how to build this pond in Minecraft. It's super easy, looks beautiful, and will be the perfect spot to fish or just get some well-deserved rest. Using this guide, you'll be able to fit this beautiful pond into your world however you see fit. Start by digging out an area for the pond to go. Try to be as random as possible. This will make the pond seem much more natural. Just make sure you make it wide enough. I would recommend at least 8 blocks wide in the widest part. Dig down a few blocks each time, making the hole slightly smaller to get a nice natural descent to the bottom of the pond. The depth is important to make the pond look natural. Once you are happy with the shape of your pond, you can go ahead and start changing the surrounding blocks of the pond. I've chosen to use a mix of coarse dirt, rooted dirt, and granite. The rest will remain normal dirt, which will change from grass to dirt once we add in the water. Next up, fill in the entire hole with water. It is important to fill the pond in from the bottom block and move up by 1 block each time. This will allow the entire pond to fill all the way up to the top and stop any flowing blocks of water. Fill in an entire level of water and then repeat the same method each block until you reach the top. Go ahead and bone meal the dirt underneath the water and then add in some colorful coral of your choice. Next up, we will place some special corals floating on the top of the pond. Do this by placing down a spruce slab in line with the top of the water, place a coral fan on top of the spruce slab, and then surround the slab with lily pads to conceal the spruce slab. Create as many of these as you like, in the places where you think it looks the best. Remember, being as random as possible is key. Once you are happy with the floating coral, go ahead and place down some extra lily pads randomly around the rest of the lake to fill in the empty space. Now that you are happy with the pond, it's time to add some flora around the outskirts of the pond. Go ahead and place down some bushes. I chose to use flowering azalea leaves, spruce leaves, and oak leaves. These bushes should enter the water in some places by 1 block, or at least be right up against the edge of the pond. Add in some flowers and pumpkins around the bushes that you place down. Next, choose the location for the path and add it in. Make sure to use blocks which fit in best to your world. I chose to use a mix of mud bricks, rooted dirt, granite, and polished granite, with some coarse dirt on the edges. I then added in some leaves of bushes and added in some spruce fences along the sides of the path with lanterns perched upon the corners. Next, it's time to build some custom trees. Simply copy as I do here. These trees are very simple, just a bunch of randomly placed oak logs with a mixture of spruce, oak, and flowering azalea leaves. Just make sure to angle the trees so that they hang over the top of the lake. You can just use normal Minecraft trees, but using custom trees allows you to make a hanging canopy. If you can't create these trees randomly, just try your best to copy the trees I made here. Now add in some more leaves, but this time leave a gap between the pond and the leaves. These leaves should stay on the outside of the trees you made. In any of the leftover space, make sure to bone meal the grass and add in some extra colorful flowers so that the land doesn't feel as empty. Add some hanging lanterns to the trees using chains of different lengths. You can add some amethyst crystals if you like, and then spruce stairs and fences to the trees to make them look even nicer. Some extra final details which really make this pond pop include adding drip leaves to the pond and adding sugarcane and bamboo of different lengths around the edge of the pond in different spots which feel empty. The most important thing for this build is to make sure everything you do is random but calculated. Try and be as random as possible, but be smart about it too. If the space doesn't look right, you can destroy it and start again, or just try modifying the section which doesn't look right. If you enjoyed this video, I think you may also like this one here where I build a beautiful fishing dock. Remember to subscribe, it's free, you can always unsub later if you change your mind. I'll see you soon.